Okay, so this is going to be another spoiler talk. Every everything spoiler talk these days. It's definitely spoiler talk for No Way Home, and we're going to be talking about more or less like one of my favorite emotional scenes in the MCU, and it takes place right after Aunt May dies. And it's this really dope scene that they had in the trailers, which I wish wasn't, which is Peter's like, he's cut up, he's bruised, it's raining, and he's standing in the rain watching the giant monitor of basically the Daily Bugle, and J. Jonah Jameson calling him a murderer and a criminal and a menace. And this is right after Aunt May has just died. And while that's going on, you feel the torment that essentially Peter's dealing with. Because it's like, yo, like he just lost May. He's basically lost any privacy in his life. There are villains running around that he was trying to help that stabbed him in the back. Everything that could have gone wrong in his life is absolutely going wrong right now. And your boy literally just forgot that he was still like on what you call it, but we're on a roll. I don't care, whatever. So we flash forward. Ned's opening up the portals. He meets Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, then he meets Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. One of the dopest things ever, in my opinion, is them talking about the fact that they don't know this Spider-Man. They've never met him, but they can feel him through their spider sense, and they know that essentially he needs their help. Like they need to go to him and talk to him and comfort him, because they can feel more or less a level of his pain. And that's tapping into the really deep parts of Spider-Man's lore in the comic books. Because in the comics, and I don't think a lot of people know this, the character of Spider-Man, Spider-Men and women, they are chosen. Basically, deities choose them and turn them into spider totems. And as spider totems, they're essentially the Spider-Men and women of their respective universe who have to maintain the web of fate. Now, the web of fate, or it's like the web of destiny, no, definitely the web of fate, is basically what Miles sees at the end of Into the Spider-Verse, when he looks into like the quantum tunnel and he sees like that gigantic web. That's the web of fate. The spider totems, it's their job to maintain that web of fate and make sure that it's never destroyed. Now, because of the spider totems, they are linked on like a low level where once they were all gathered together in the same vicinity, they could essentially feel when something was off with one of them, or they could also feel when one of them had died. Because there is a situation where Miles and a group are on a mission and another group goes on a mission and a Spider-Man in that other group dies, and Miles's group is able to feel that Spider-Man's passing through the connection that they share within the spider totem. I definitely like the fact that we are hinting at the fact that there is more going on in the Spider-Verse than we realize. That they're bringing some of the more obscure things about Spider-Man's lore to the forefront, so that if they decide to pull the trigger and make a Into the Spider-Verse live action movie, the core of that's already set up, where when the Spider-Men essentially meet each other and their spider senses are going off, that we're already used to that because we have reference as basically as fans, and especially as normal fans who don't know the deeper parts of the lore. They can be like, oh yeah, like when Aunt May died in No Way Home, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, their Spider-Man, could feel like Peter's pain. I understand that, so you guys can like sense each other. That's laying good groundwork going forward into the future if they choose to do a live action Spider-Man movie. But yeah, I'm super excited. I really want to see where we're going. Sony's talking about bringing back Andrew Garfield Spider-Man for him to go off and do his own stuff and making him be the Spider-Man for the Venom universe, whereas Marvel's going off and doing their own stuff, and then they have a Venom that they're going to be putting in their universe. Everything's going to be absolutely dope. Bring on Into the Spider-Verse. Give me more Lun. and all the crazy shit with the inheritors. That's going to be insane. But that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you made it all the way to the end, hit that like button. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. If you have opinions about basically the Spider-Verse, more Spider-Man lore, the spider totems, the fact that they can sense each other through their spider sense, comment down below. Let me know, and I will catch you in the next one.